Lisa from IBC 13.
IBC 13. So my question is, how will you urge the public to convert from electricity to solar energy, given that we are in the middle of energy crisis? And many have been complaining about sa mataas na kuryente. And syempre gusto naman natin makatipid. How will you convert them? And kasi many are interested sa solar energy, but installing solar panels can be expensive. So how will you urge them?
Yeah. So, one of the challenge, I agree, is still financing, di ba? Kasi you have to put out a capex if it's a residential or commercial. But there are many schemes now on the commercial side that enable zero capex, for example. On the household side, there are also some support financially. For example, Pag-ibig allows loans for solar, you know. And I also understand that some banks, because of the mandate for them to support renewable as part of their ESG mandate as well, enables certain loans then to finance solar. So I think financing is getting more mature in terms of the solar installation. I think what is challenging is the ecosystem in terms of installation. Kasi as you mentioned, may interest, pero how do I start? Where do I start, di ba? Sino kakausapin ko? And when you talk to someone, you also get this feeling na hindi ko kasi sigurado kung okay yung installation nila. What if may problema, di ba? Sino tatawagan ko? So there's a awareness, there's an interest, but to execute it is medyo hindi pa complete yung ecosystem. That's what we're trying to do in Integra, is to enable that ecosystem na sana mas maging madali yung installation. The government support definitely is improving. The financing is also improving. And in fact, the local banks are also very interested to finance and offer loans. Because if you see yung car nga, nagpapa-loan ka, di ba? And car depreciates every year. Yung power, if you enable a loan, yung kuryente pataas every year. So why would you not enable loans for energy, di ba? So I think the circle is almost there, but what we're trying to do is to enable and to ensure na sana mas madali yung installation, mas may tiwala yung tao sa supply, sa installer, and then alam nila kung sino yung kakausapin in terms of installation. That's what we're really trying sa Philippines, is to complete the circle in terms of the solar ecosystem.
Yeah, follow-up question. Just recently, nagkaroon tayo ng malawakang brownout. How important solar energy is sa mga ganitong klaseng sitwasyon? Please, can you explain it in layman's terms? Kasi maraming mga nagko-complain, lalo na yung mga mahihirap, who can't even pay bills.
Tagalog, sir, para mas masa. Maintindihan ng televiewers.
Yung brownout that we experienced recently could have been mas madali sanang na-address yun with solar. And one of the biggest thing na nagbago sa solar ngayon, and everybody knows, also with the advent of EV car, medyo bumaba yung presyo ng batteries. Kasi ang dating problema sa solar, may kuryente ka lang pag may araw eh. Paano sa gabi, di ba? Paano pag may bagyo? Walang araw. Pero in the past few months, because of the increase in terms of production ng batteries, bumaba yung price ng battery. So, for instances like that, kung may brownout man, if you have solar tapos may battery, then you're shielded from it. I mean, I give you an example nung Undoy pa yun, I think. Medyo madaming brownouts, but yung mga bahay na may solar, they were still enjoying. Diba? So I think that would really help in terms of having a secure mindset na kahit may brownout, kahit may issue, I'll still be able to continue my life. I'll be able to work from home. May Wi-Fi pa rin ako. I don't need to depend on the supply. So I think it makes you, again, secured, more shielded from this kind of situation in the long term.
Last question. Paparating na naman yung tag-ulan, and sa Pilipinas hindi isang linggo lang nagtatagal yung effect ng bagyo, long term siya usually. And paano na, just curious, paano ba nagtatagal yung sabi niyo po kanina, as long as kahit may bagyo, basta may battery, gaano ba siya katagal mapapakinabangan ng bawat household?
That's where again siguro yung expertise namin because we have worked in many other countries could help a lot. Kasi the question that you have maybe is the question also of yung mga bagong installer na hindi pa nila alam paano mag-size ng battery, ano ba yung pinaka-optimal na capacity. That's where we are able to help, where we're able to bridge. So the technology has advanced so much that those questions could be easily addressed. And I think one of the key things is yung design. Design talaga. And then wala namang design na parehas sa bawat bahay kasi bawat bahay siguro iba-iba yung loads, iba yung aircon nyo, iba yung way of usage nyo, di ba? Minsan, there's a family na wala sa bahay sa umaga, sa gabi lang uuwi, and then kaya siya tsaka lang gagamit ng kuryente. So, those kind of load models needs to be considered sa design para ma-adapt yung usage according sa system design. So that's where we are able to help, and that's where siguro yung maitutulong namin in terms of educating the market compared to what we have learned sa ibang bansa. That's something that we could bring sa Pilipinas.
Thank you, sir. Our next question from Cesar of Net25.
Hi sir, this is Cesar from Network. Sir, yung consumption po ng renewable energy like this solar, ano po yung masusuplayan ito? Halimbawa po, nag-generate din po ba ito sa lahat ng mga appliances? Kaya po niyan buhayin yung isang malaking bahay na punong-puno ng appliances.
So you could consider it, sir, as same as what any other sources would be. Siguro if we talk sa concept ng bahay, no, sa normal na household, maybe ang isang limitation dun sometimes is yung capacity, yung area where you can install solar, di ba? So, but in terms of supply, it can act like same as your AC supply. So it can supply to your ref, sa ilaw, sa aircon, same lang, walang pinagkaiba. Maybe the closest is parang genset din yung battery. Diba? Pag walang supply, yung genset nag-turn on, yung battery nag-turn on din. So, it's similar to all the other conventional sources. Ang limitation ng siguro ng solar minsan is yung area, yung space ng bubong. But now I think also the solar panels has increased in terms of efficiency, so it's becoming less and less. So yeah.
Tapos, aside from that sir, kumbaga para na rin po sa kamalayan din po ng mga Pilipino, paano po sila hindi mabibiktima ng mga fake yung mga nag-o-offer online?
Marami pa naman po nag-DIY,
Your
di ba?
advice or tips po for the Filipino people?
Medyo madami nga and medyo delikado. And I would not, kasi syempre, kuryente yun eh, di ba? Medyo delikado sa bahay.
Kasi mag-i-inspect pa po sila sa bahay, pupunta pa sila, di ba? Papasok pa sila, akit sila sa buong bahay mo, pupunta sila ng bubong. Very risky din po kasi talaga.
Very risky. So kasi ang daming ngayong parang tatlo lang sila mag-install. Parang dati if you look at it sa mga previous industry na air condition, 'di ba? Parang nagiging ganoon na rin yung solar. That's why we're also working closely with certain government agency, for example, TESDA, na magkaroon ng certification. So we could identify kung sino ba yung mga qualified na installer talaga. I would suggest na you do a deep research before engaging, kasi it would give you, I think, a sense of comfort din in the long term that you're dealing with someone na medyo mas experienced, di ba? I know it's not easy kasi the downside is yung industry is medyo bago pa, di ba? So, I hope that when we are able to establish ang Integra ng mas matagal pa, we could help address those issues. What we intend is sana at some point we could give a list of installers. So, for example, if you live in QC, diba? Sino sa QC yung mga qualified installer that work with us? So then, mas madali sa inyo mamili, diba? Yeah, so, at the moment, medyo, madaming installer and I think, I hope the government with could enable a regulatory policy to control certification and also the supply side. Kasi it's not just the installer, but yung mga pumapasok din na equipment, you know, if we are able to have local certification para sabihin na ito qualified ng Philippines, di ba? This is safe. Then we could use it. So I think maybe more work on that side.